This is Duckhorn Vineyards, 2004 Howell Mountain red wine, Napa Valley. Now, Duckhorn Vineyards, of course, very famous, very iconic Napa Valley producer. They've been sourcing grapes from Howell Mountain for a couple decades. But I think that what's unique here is that since 1989, they decided that these Howell Mountain grapes were so different, so expressive of that terroir, that they were going to bottle a Howell Mountain bottling instead of just taking those grapes and using them in their regular Napa Valley Merlot. And since that time, this wine has been a standout. It is, in fact, in this vintage, mostly Merlot, about 90% Merlot. But you got Cab Franc and Cab Sauvignon in there too. But it's from this unique mountain terroir where these grapes are in the volcanic soil, so the vines are growing deep. They're on the hillsides, so they're getting that direct sunlight. But at the same time, they're struggling. So the yields are low, and the development of the grapes is very slow. This wine gets aged in new oak barrels, 20 months. So that's how intense and rich this fruit is. That they throw it in new oak, they say, okay, not a problem. The new oak is just going to complement the flavors. It's not going to overwhelm. It's going to balance beautifully. And on the nose, it's really, really pretty. It's like a black cherry, blackberry, and it's chocolate. There's like an iron note in there. Nose is showing a lot of complexity. Let's taste this. A word comes to mind, succulent. This wine is so wonderfully ripe and rich that it's succulent. I'm getting wonderful fruit, cherry, blackberry, plums, but I'm also getting nice earthy iron sort of graphite notes. You know, I remember how I mentioned the new oak. You don't get a sense of new oak. You don't get this real sort of vanilla note that stands out. It's all sort of integrated, and so you get a real complex whole. And the other interesting thing about this wine is the tannins are so supple. 04 was a great vintage in Napa. Of course, you know, they've had so many great vintages in the early 2000s, but 04 was a standout. You got such good ripeness, and you know, nature really cooperated around harvest. And these grapes are just showing their stuff. I'm loving this right now. I'm also thinking that, you know, I could probably put a few bottles away and check them out in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years maybe even. This is very limited. They don't make very much of this wine. So grab it and enjoy.